Okay, look, what had happened was Happiest Hour contacted me. They make, terpene enriched drinks. They elevate your experience. They work. They wanted me to do an ad campaign, right? So they sent me scripts and, the layout of the scenes. A lot of these scenes have me describing said terpene drinks, drinking one, and then blowing smoke. I like to keep my stuff authentic. I have a lot of outtakes though. Now I'm sitting here trying to figure out how to look professional while I finish up these videos, while I feel like Cheech and Chong. I've willied the Nelson. I've snooped the dog. That don't sound right. I'm just saying, this has been a fun, very eventful day. Woke up, I had a morning video script, right? Take a wake, go about your day, intensify, bliss, show them the life of Gump while I, voice over what these do. Anyway, it's dinner time. And so I'm gonna make some dinner, and that's part of the video that I've got to do as well. So like I need clips of it. So we're gonna learn how to make some shrimp Alfredo. That's got a little extra nutritional value to it. Now bear with me as we go through this process. Now we're talking about broccoli, not broccoli. We're gonna make broccoli enriched shrimp Alfredo. It's gonna be wonderful. So wife needs me to pause. So I have new glasses, right? You can press it, you can talk to them and ask them, like I can say, what do you see? And whatever's in front of me, it will tell me what it is. Wifey was in the kitchen as she is now. Well, she's walking away, she needed milk. Anywho's, wifey was in the kitchen. She was looking the other way. I looked down at something nice. And I said, what do you see? And it said, it looks like you are in a kitchen and about to eat something tasty. Yeah, I like cake. Told you this is going to be a shit show. Okay, so there is a pesky force field around this broccoli. We got to get rid of that because otherwise we're not going to enjoy all the wonderful nutritional benefits of our broccoli. We're going to waste it. So take and break it up. Right size. You can use a grinder. You need it small, right? Put it in a mason jar. Whatever amount you're using for tonight's activities. Put it in the jar, put the lid on. Stick it in your oven. 235 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. Okay, for the next step of this, folks, go ahead and take your broccoli back out of the oven. You're going to need a medium-sized saucepan, or large, whatever, I don't care what size. Or you can use a crock pot. If you're using a crock pot, what you're going to do is fill the crock pot about halfway with water, put the jar in the middle of it, after you've put in 1 to 2 sticks of butter, depending on how big of a meal you're making here. Now, put it on high, leave it there for about 3 hours. We'll do the same thing with the pan. Fill it about halfway with water, get it simmering, put that jar with your butter and broccoli in it in the center. Every 10-15 minutes, take and give it a little stir, and after about 3 hours, we've got something special and we're ready to make some Alfredo. Okay, we're back. Wifey came in and said I was going to cook, so I had to clean the stove. And because I've got ADHD, a certain specific flower in me, and probably the wakes and intensifies and bliss drinks. Anywho's, I had to then sweep and get the loaded dishes put away and all the rest of the stuff because you start bouncing. Anywho's, back to Alfredo. Alright, for the recipe that I'm going to be doing tonight, folks, and the size that I'm cooking, I need 8 tablespoons of butter. Now, depending on the potency of the broccoli you use, your butter should be somewhere around, I don't know, let me check. It's nice having your own cheat sheet. So many recipes in here. It's wonderful. And they're all broccoli enriched. There it is, okay. So for the butter, we're looking at approximately 50 of those hippie concoctions per tablespoon. Now it's time to go ahead and put our butter into our pan, folks. Now if you made broccoli enriched butter, go ahead and strain it out. Use a cheesecloth or some sort of strainer. But when you get to the bottom, don't squish it out. That's how you get a lot of that nasty flavor. Just let it drip naturally, but don't do that. All right, once our butter has melted, it's time to put in some garlic. We're gonna season this up nice. Now, this isn't gourmet, folks. The first choice is gonna be fresh garlic. Go ahead and mince it up, put it in. Second choice, some minced garlic in a jar. It's not preferable, but it's still good. And then if you ain't got any of those, garlic powder. I'm saying all this because I thought I had garlic and I don't, so I'm gonna use garlic powder tonight and I'm not happy about it. It's not as good. Go for the fresh garlic. I'm just doing this because I don't want to go to the store now. I honestly don't know how much granulated garlic to put in it. I always use fresh garlic, or minced garlic at the very least. Go with your heart. If you're going with, fresh garlic, couple of cloves, two tablespoons ish, minced up. Not 2 tablespoons of granulated garlic. That would be rough, I think. Go ahead and turn your heat down to medium high. It's time to add in our whipping cream, or heavy whipping cream. For 8 tablespoons of butter, you're going to use half of this, so 16 fluid ounces of heavy whipping cream. As you can see, doesn't have to be exact. Now I get it mixed up nice. This is wifey's favorite pan. Don't use metal on it. We're going to use whatever this guy is. I'm not even allowed to wash these in the dishwasher. They're that precious. Alright, once you have combined your butter and your heavy whipping cream, it is time to put in our Parmesan. I don't care what brand you use. I'm going Great Value. Because it was the cheapest, the Great Value. Okay. Anywho, it's about half this container. So, 8 ounces of Parmesan cheese. Grated. Now, normally I also add in some Asiago cheese. I'll shred up a bit of that and put it in. But I went to a different Walmart today and I could not find it. Did I mention this isn't healthy? I don't want somebody getting the wrong idea just because I said there's broccoli in it, folks. This isn't good for you. Tastes great. Super easy to make. Like 3 or 4 ingredients. But it's not healthy. Oh, stir it. This is heavy whipping cream. Pretty much need constant motion. We don't want to burn it. I could have shots like this for the happiest hour video. The life of me. So now I'm recording what I'm looking at. Taste test it. That was enough granulated garlic, however much that is. Alright, we don't want this to burn. Let's go ahead and pull it off of our burner and make some shrimp. This stuff is awesome. Shake it like a Polaroid. You know it's bad to shake a Polaroid? I know this because I made the joke one time with my kids and they informed me as to why. I got some fake crab too, so while my noodles are cooking, I chopped up some of that, cooking it in the same butter that I did the shrimp in. Combine it all in the sauce. There's food time. I just went and gave wifey some of the extra shrimp and crab in a little bowl because I take care of her, right? And she said, Daniel, how are you? I don't know what she's talking about. Water's boiling. Put the noodles in. Don't forget about your noodles while you go outside for a safety meeting. I didn't. I'm just saying you don't. I almost did. Alright, so I don't know how to test these. A spaghetti noodle, you take it off, throw it at the wall. If it sticks, it's done. This is a little shell. It's a hot little shell. Who's got to eat one? Not done. That's crunchy. Give it a couple more minutes. Alright, noodles are done. It's time to strain. Mother of golly goodness. Those handles aren't safe to handle. Get a hot rag pad thing. I can't find the hot pad, so hot rags it is. Alright, once you have strained your noodles, back in the pan they go. We want like a medium-low heat for this. Go ahead and put noodles in, you know, however much you like noodle to sauce. I like sauce. Wifey, she's saucy. That just looks great. Put it in a bowl. Now, you can make this broccoli enriched or not. Either way is wonderful. The shrimp and wannabe crab in there. Anywho's, if you'd like to have the kind of day I've had, check the link down below for a Best Good Buddies box, which has all your terpene drinks in it. And then I've also got 2 wonderful cookbooks by yours truly, Herbally Infused and Chronically Bemused, as well as the Masterpiece. And they'll teach you all kinds of wonderful uses for a certain specific kind of broccoli. Anywho's, if you're not following me, folks, you should be. I may not be a chef, but I do know how to get you baked.